Bacon, no bacon, no bacon, no bacon,
Bacon, no bacon.
Podcast.
What, you want to get a blank? Hey, everybody, welcome to Bacon, no bacon.
Bacon, no bacon, no bacon, no bacon, no bacon.
We've
no
got
bacon,
a special guest.
We do. We have a special guest.
Special guest for you all.
Ladies
Derek's,
and gentlemen, before she gets
making her
curvature of the
hide.
spine, Carly Baker, everybody.
Carly Baker,
There she
yeah.
is.
There we go. Thank you for being here,
guest
Carly.
Ever.
Yeah, it's true.
so
We've never had a
honored.
guest.
We've never had a guest.
So
I taped one when you were. I forget. I think you were in the process of moving to LA. I did one with Julian Zion and Jen Grant.
The one that went
never-
missing. The file
Yeah,
that
we
never
never-
was found. That was during,
Yeah.
I think, COVID. We got all this back
Yeah.
and forth. Yeah,
It
that was
in
a nightmare.
Shangri-La, and I never even listened or watched it.
Yeah.
You left
We
me
gotta
to
do
my
that
own
again.
devices.
We got to get them back. But not to take away from Carly Baker, everyone. Carly
Baker.
Baker's here today.
Oh my God! And now that I think about it, Julian Zion and Jen Grant are both gingers. Also, it's like this is
Oh my
the
God,
all ginger
Derek.
guest podcast. With
That's all
Abdul
we've got. Look, they're a minority, and they've had
Yes.
they've been disrespected for quite some time, and we're happy to give them some some attention, some
They're
positive.
like the bacon of humanity.
Right? Yeah.
Gingers. Delicious.
It really is still the only acceptable form of racism.
Yeah.
Is gingers.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
not
you
a
guys
race.
don't.
It's fun.
Okay.
All right, so here we are, everybody. Bacon no bacon with Carly Baker, Derek Seguin, and Abdul. But look at that top billing
I'm
she
very
got.
excited to be back here, Derek. I drove from Florida. I was in Montreal, and I drove all the way back just
Oh, you
last
drove?
week. I drove, yeah.
Oh shit!
I did the drive. I went back and picked up my truck before the snow pelted you guys.
Yeah,
you
it's
guys are-
snowing. It's snowing right now, I think, or it was
Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I hear you guys are getting a lot of snow. I skipped town right away. I had a
Good work.
wild adventure. Lost a shock on the way somehow. Yeah, didn't know
Lost
how
a
that
shock
happened.
while you were driving
Yeah, I
home?
think when I was driving. Yeah, I feel like I think my axle was my U joint for my drive shaft's a little loose, so it kind of vibrates just a very faint amount, not a lot.
Hey, by the
But
way,
I
this
think
is an automotive
What
podcast.
did I
It's
say
an
before?
automotive. It's an
What?
automotive
Wait, hold on,
podcast.
Carly. Do you have any car questions that we
Wait
can
till
answer?
you get to the Pishnut Mécanique. It's going to be
The
great.
Pishnut. Hey man, that was a great episode. The Pishnut.
that
I
was a
forgot
good
about
episode.
that. That's a good spot. Anyways, definitely almost got stranded, but the good folks over
Did you have
at
to fix it? You fixed it on the way. You didn't drive.
I
the rest
fixed
of
it on the
with
way,
one-
man. I found nobody had the bushing because I lost the shock. The bushings fell out, and I had to go to Toyota, and they didn't have it in stock. And one of the mechanics, had an old one in his toolbox and gave
Oh,
it to me,
shit.
and I fucking pieced it all back together and drove the rest of the way, man.
You
it
did
was
it
a fun
yourself?
adventure. Yeah.
I thought you had no tools.
No, I brought my tools with my truck. I came down with my
from
truck. So
when
I-
you drove back. All right, you picked them up
Yeah,
at your parents'
yeah.
place. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I brought a bunch of my tools, man. I've got a little spot here now.
You don't know this about Abdul. He's a mechanic. He's
I was
an
going to
actual.
say, I didn't know he was so manly.
He's a
So masculine.
certified
Yeah,
mechanic.
sorry. Do you have any home renovation questions? Anything about your car you want to run by me, Carly? This episode?
The last episode that I listened to was when Derek's air conditioners went out. So I boned up on all the Freon questions. But
she said she boned up.
I boned up. I boned up.
Hey-o.
He said he brought his tools.
Hey, look at
right.
this. We're getting, I
Boned
love
up
it.
on
We're
our
getting dirty.
tools.
This is the dirty episode, everyone. I did, and I played with my tools along the way. Wild time. Now I'm back in Florida. It's very hot here. I hear you guys are in a lot of snow. Everyone keeps
Yep.
reminding me of how lucky I am for not being in all this snow. They keep trying to guilt me into feeling like I'm the asshole who brought this snow over there. Look at you,
It's pretty.
not in the
it's
snow.
still novel for me.
Really?
The snow?
Oh, yeah, because Carly spent 10 years or something in Europe. where
Okay,
there
let's
wasn't as much
get to
snow.
this, Carly. You got to explain to everyone your background here so they can know you are a comedian.
I
You
am.
You are a comedian, right?
I
Is that
am
what
a
said?
comedian currently. Yes. You wouldn't know it by the enthusiasm that I am.
No, you're
so
very funny.
I started
What's
in
your-
Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
And about
Born in Houston.
19 years ago, I look at Derek like he would know. You weren't there.
That's about when I started.
You got
About
to talk
19
closer
years
into the
ago?
mic, though, Carly. Get closer into that mic. Get into the mic.
So I started in Houston, Texas, about 19 years ago.
Oh, wow,
And
cool.
then from there, I quickly moved to Scotland. So then I performed in Edinburgh and all over the UK. And then from there, I moved to Germany, which was like a comedy cul-de-sac.
Hilarious.
Yeah, lots of shit humor. And then I moved to Amsterdam. And then, so then I performed all over Europe. And then from Amsterdam, I used to go back to the UK all the time. And then I moved here during the pandemic.
That's a wild ride. So take us back to Houston. That's where you started?
It is.
And how
My
was
home
the
club
scene?
was the Laugh Stop.
Okay, are they still around, the Laugh Stop? Are they
No,
still
it
there?
was on West Gray. It's where like Brett Butler and Bill Hicks, and I mean I know Bill Hicks was also in Austin, but it was a legendary club. And no, it used to be. It's now gone. It's a parking lot or something now, or like a
Gondo,
Hard Rock Cafe, or a Wild Wings or something.
Smokehouse.
Something
to do
Wild
with
Wings.
meat.
That's what Hooters became.
Yeah.
It's Wild Wings here now, the Hooters.
It was a
They got
callback
rid of
from
Hooters and
Offscreen.
Yeah, we were talking about Hooters and how they've branded into being a family-friendly restaurant now, or they're trying
Another
to.
one here turned into a Wild Wings.
Well, don't you think that Hooters? Don't you think that breasts are kind of out of fashion? I'm not. It's more butts now, isn't it?
I don't know. Clearly I'm not up with all the trends because titties will always be in fashion for me.
I think butts are the new titties.
Really? Hey-o. It's my time to shine, baby.
Have
My
you been
time to
missing
shine.
this? Have you not been missing all the lunges on TikTok and all the Lululemon pants?
I think you're right. It is a butt world out there now.
Thank you.
The boobs are
look
no
at you,
longer.
butt world. I get it.
I know.
Abdul's-
I know. This is
Abdul's
my
in
time to
control.
shine, buddy. This is it. I'm here. That's wild.
that-
Yeah.
so I started telling jokes in Houston, and then I got lucky and got
And then you
taken
worked
on
at
by the
Hooters.
Laugh Stop. And then I moved to Europe, and I got lucky there. Also in the comedy scene.
Right.
And then, so that's my background. So I've been telling jokes everywhere. Lots of jokes
so
in Europe,
cool.
which is really fun because you get to see all kinds of cool places.
And what is it like? Like, what are the crowds? Are they similar everywhere in Europe, or are they much
No.
different? Right.
Well,
What's your funnest crowd in Europe?
an all expat British crowd.
Oh,
I think
interesting.
Glasgow is the most fun to play.
Really?
Glasgow. Yeah, but if you go to okay, so I just got lucky enough to play Dubai. I just was in Dubai for like 11 days.
That's right.
And that was mainly expats, British expats, and they're fun. They're fun.
Okay. Wow.
Germans are
Derek, I
interesting.
think you got our mic a little too hot. Do you? Did you pipe it up too hot?
Maybe I
No,
did.
it's not bad. No, Carly, you sound great, but I think you just like you cranked it up too
I
hot. I think you gotta
put
get
it up a
closer to
bit
the
'cause
mic.
you said
Yeah, you gotta get closer to the mic. Don't crank it up, otherwise it's just gonna get
All right.
distorted,
Jesus.
buddy.
Fucking-
Get closer to the mic. I don't know.
Fine.
Invited
on it.
tech support to the
I know.
on-air part.
Hey, man, just trying to keep the stereotypes rolling here. The old brown guy over here telling you how to work a computer.
Tech support in Pakistan.
Yes, hello. You need to get closer to the microphone, please.
What would your tech support name be?
Khalil.
No,
No,
Or
they
no,
always
I'd be
use
like,
American
Robert.
names.
I'd be Robert.
Kevin.
Robert McGillicuddy.
Kevin.
I think Robert
Kevin.
McGillicuddy is your.
This is Kevin over here. Hello, this is Kevin. How can I assist you today with your computer? That's interesting, though. So Glasgow is your favorite. And what's the shittiest crowd? Tell them like you want them to fucking hear it. Who's the shittiest crowd in Europe?
An all Dutch crowd on like a Tuesday night.
Yeah,
With their
fuck the
arms
Dutch.
crossed. Although
Those
I
people.
played Italy, and this is a weird one. They clap instead of laugh. So when they
Like the
really like a
French.
joke, it's a big applause break, which completely breaks your timing. You don't know where to start the next
Yeah.
beat on the joke. You go, I don't know what you're doing to me.
Quebecois audiences are like that too.
That's exactly what they're like. Yeah, it is annoying. I know what you mean, where it throws you off because they like applaud or they do things at different moments. Where like this is why are
in
you
French shows in Quebec, you have to be careful not to. You know what? Like certain jokes will have several kind of mini punchlines on the
Yeah.
way to the big punchline. You gotta you gotta be careful not to try to, with our intonation, you kind of declare a punchline. You gotta be careful not to make it sound like the ultimate punchline, because they will clap through when that's just a setup. They're thinking your setup is a thing, and if they clap too long, well, the fucking setup is lost. And anyway, that's why I really prefer English stand-up.
Yeah, it doesn't throw. Well, I think it's just because you're used to it. I think the timing is just different in French, so you kind of have to like really do it a lot to get used to that timing. But it is different for sure. I feel it every time I do it in English, but for a French crowd, they make noises at different places than anyone else. And you're like, why are you laughing here? This is throwing me all off.
Why are you playing the saxophone in the middle of my fucking setup?
I wish the Dutch would make a noise. So like an all Dutch crowd on a Tuesday night that is they've purposely come out to see English comedy with their arms crossed. And if they would just make any sound come out of their mouth, anything.
Tap dance with your wooden clogs.
Even just like nothing. And then at the end they'll tell you, that was enjoyable, eh? You make the jokes. Like if you could have just made a noise back, that would have been good. Thanks.
Well, are they a joyous bunch of people, the Dutch? They don't seem very joyous. Those wooden shoes, like Derek was saying,
they're all on drugs with legal prostitution. How fucking sad could they be?
I think if you want to enjoy the Dutch, you need to go live in Germany first. And then when you get to Holland, you'll be like, this is the best place I've ever been.
Really? Is Germany that bad?
Abdul and I was telling Carly before too, Jason Rouse is trying to get us to go do Canada Day in Holland.
Yeah, I have ideas about that.
Out there. Oh, right. Okay. See, this is it. Now, Carly's. We got to talk to Jason Rouse about this. Now, Carly's doesn't seem this is a great idea.
No, it's an excellent idea, and they're going to be very nice to you because all the Canadians are going to come out and all the Brits are going to come out. And because it's like a one-time thing, they're going to be like, "Oh, this is amazing, huh?"
And don't they actually celebrate Canada Day in Holland because of the World War II connection or whatever? No.
Where did you hear that?
I don't know. They send us tulips in April.
Oh, well, that's because they have
they really give a shit.
Tulips.
That's just a government thing. That's like Boston
or
like Nova Scotia sends over. Nova Scotia sends over a Christmas tree to Boston every year, or is it? Yeah, right. They don't give, but nobody cares. Nobody knows. You think people in Boston are like, the Canadians sent that to us. They don't give a shit.
They're don't.
Like, fuck Canada.
It's a Haligonian fur.
Do you know in Holland? It's so like 1950s in some ways that just driving down the road, tulip farmers will have their tulips for sale in a little box at the end of their driveway, and it's just an honor system. You just take a bouquet of tulips and you put some money in their little box.
Yeah,
I love putting money in box. Hey, what?
What's happening here? What's going on? I thought they closed the Hooters, man.
Yeah.
So, very interesting. Yeah, so like Derek, you were saying, Jason's asking us to go to, he wants to see if we can wrangle something and do a show in Holland.
So, as soon as if we can make that happen,
that would be
it's
fun.
Lovely to have a resource like Carly that, if we're going to go all the way there, we'll figure out a way to go, maybe do some other European stops. Carly's plethora of knowledge in that department. So,
that'd be great. I think Jason wants us to ride around on bicycles. I think he wants us to hang out and do like a lot of very European things together.
You're going to eat panacoken and bitterballen.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Since we'll be with Jason Rouse, after we eat all that stuff, we'll be pooping on somebody's chest.
That's if you go to Germany.
That's really Jason Rouse, a Jason Rouse thing to do. How many chests am I going to have to poop on to tour with Jason Rouse?
You're going to need to get
sweetheart. That whole thing's an act he's got going on. He's a nice guy. He doesn't do any of that shit. Guy.
Derek's going to need an electric bicycle.
Dude. He loves sugar. He's a big candy fiend. Everyone's like, Jason Rouse, he's all into fucking crazy shit. I'm like, the guy go get ice cream, we go get frozen yogurt together.
Yeah, he doesn't even drink.
Yeah, he doesn't even drink.
So I want you guys, if you're going to go there, fix that. If you're going to go there, you're going to need to go. I want to set you guys up. I'm going to be your tour manager. I want you to go to Antwerp as well and Brussels.
Oh, what's there?
Comedy shows.
Brussels.
Okay, no, I know that, but
Brussels is Belgium, everybody.
Yeah, Brussels is Belgium. You're going to get a waffle on the street. It's going to be hot. You're going to get that little mannequin piss guy. You're going to get really high percentage beer.
Mannequin piss?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. What do you mean mannequin piss?
It's a little baby statue that pees into a fountain.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is.
Statue of a baby that's peeing into it. The fountain is the baby peeing into the water.
What's the significance of this baby peeing into a fountain?
It's a famous work of art.
It's famous baby.
Really? That's art? We're just babies urinating?
Yeah, you're gonna get some muscles and some frites. Isn't there the little mannequin pee-pee somewhere in Montreal? Isn't there a little? No.
Our own mannequin piss?
No, it's in Ottawa. It's in Ottawa on the little walkie thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a baby peeing statue in Ottawa as well?
Yeah, but it's made out of paper mache.
Yeah, so Belgian waffles and mayonnaise on your french fries. That's Belgian also, right?
Yep. And Stromae will be there.
Interesting. I didn't know that that was a thing. The mayonnaise on the french fries is the Belgians?
The joke that Carly made that our audience probably got, that if we're in Amsterdam, everybody bikes, but I will need an electric bike. That is very true. My health has been deteriorating. Something fierce.
Really?
Fucking shoveling, bro. I have to take breaks shoveling. I feel like I'm going to pass out. My cardio is really at an all-time low as he smokes a cigarette during a podcast.
Yeah, that's probably a very good indicator you should quit smoking. I've got an electric bike right here, buddy. When you come down, you can take it for a ride. Yeah.
That's another thing. I wanted to talk to you about that. I took the kids' March break off the first week of March, and now the kids don't want to do anything. So I think maybe we'll go to Florida.
Yeah, we got to figure this out logistically, man. Let me know when you're.
It's February 28th till like March 10. I think I'm thinking of going.
My brother's going to be here.
Your brother is?
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming. I think he's coming March 4th.
What's his name again? Chinook. What's his name?
Chinook. Yeah, he's like a northern.
He's embracing his Canadian side. My
brother Daoud and Bilal.
Daoud, that's it.
Daoud and what?
But yeah, he's Bilal. Bilal's gonna come down.
Bilal's the one on Shom. Do you ever listen to Shom?
No, you're saying letters at me, but I don't know what they are.
It's a radio station, the rock radio station. His brother's a DJ on the radio.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's done well for himself, hasn't he, Abdul?
Yeah, he's doing great.
Radio. That's the up and coming showbiz industry.
That's what's popping these days. You know, they're really trying to push people towards radio.
He's also a musician, though.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's going to be cool, man. I'm excited for him to come down. It'd be cool if he came down. Yeah, we'll
probably head for Miami, but I mean, what's that, 35 minutes from you, Miami?
It's like 50.
50, all right.
But yeah, I don't know. Why would you go to Miami? I don't know why people go to Miami. It's like, do you want to relax or do you want to like...
Well, we know other people there. South Beach is pretty relaxing.
I guess, yeah. Some people like it. I like
somebody everywhere.
What's that?
Derek knows someone everywhere.
Oh, he knows someone everywhere. Yeah,
and Angela has customers that have condos down there, so we will be visiting with one, and then maybe we could you might be able to stay with at the whatever.
Well,
last time we were there, we rented a hotel. It was really nice. It was the first weekend that the hotel was open. I think it cost me like $180 a night, and it was fucking deluxe. It was super nice.
Well, you guys can. The dates my brother's not here. You guys can easily come crash here, man. We got a spot.
Thanks, buddy.
A spot here.
So yeah, I'm gonna look into that.
Come hang out, man, dude. We got a pool right out this window, man. We can hang out at the pool all day, cracking beers, walk over to the beach.
Bring my golf clubs.
Got an electric, dude. The golf course is right down the road from me.
Oh man,
literally right there. You can walk to the golf course with your clubs and carry them on your back and sweat your ass off.
Christ, I did it again. Can you see
what
the
happened?
Hole? Plug it into my hole, Carly. Hurry.
I can't see the hole.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I feel so dirty.
My buddy also lives on I have a buddy that live on the West Coast, Anna Maria Island. Okay. I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
So maybe I would fly into one and fly out of the other or something, rent a car in between.
That's doable.
That's the beauty
in
America.
Too far to get to the other side.
You probably know this. But the car rentals are so much nicer than in Canada. Your options are so much more broad.
Definitely. I don't know how they are recently, though, man. Since COVID, everything got screwed up, man. Like, prices
Yeah, they sold all their cars.
Yeah, a lot of cars got sold, so they don't have as much inventory.
But I think certain airport, like Miami, for instance, would have a great selection, probably.
Yeah,
so remember when I visited you in LA, I rented that 5-liter Mustang? Yeah, that was cool.
And then I think we went to IKEA and I think it was my bed. Remember we bought, I think my bed frame, we shoved it into that Mustang.
We had to get that into the Mustang.
Yeah, that was great, man. That was fun. Yeah, I just moved down. I think I was only there for like a week, man. And then you came down. You got America's Got Talent.
Yeah, that was
fun, man. Derek crushes
it. Was a fun week,
it.
but the America's Got Talent part was like, what the fuck is this?
Derek crushes America's Got Talent and somehow doesn't even advance. Somehow.
I did advance. They cut me out.
They cut you out. Yeah. No, you did advance. They all loved you. You advanced, but they cut you out of the TV production. They were like, that didn't happen.
They were like, you don't seem committed to this endeavor. And I'm like, well, no, you want to have a conference call while I'm on an airplane. What the fuck? Yeah,
and they also wanted you to call your kids at fucking 3 a.m. And they're like, could you call your kids and tell them you just got accepted? And you're like, dude, my kids are fucking have school tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
But they just wanted that TV moment.
Did I call them?
No, I think you called Reese. I think one of them was up or something, or you were like, how do you want me to, like, my kids are all sleeping. Yeah. It was just like ridiculous. And you were supposed to go up like during the day, and it ended up being, he went up at like 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
we were there all day long.
That was a long day for that audience. So for me to have done as well as I did, I was pretty happy.
Dude, you crushed
what a crappy experience. So that's Canada's Got Talent called me both last year and this year, and I was like, guys, I had such a terrible experience. Like I went and did my thing, and it went good, and then they wanted me to shut off my career for the next 3 months so that I could be always available to talk with a producer about 3 minutes of comedy. Like, who gives a shit? They're like, we have to discuss the material you're going to do for the next round, and I'm like, what? I'll figure it out on that day. Who cares? Like, remember, so Abdul, I don't know if we should say this because I did sign an NDA, but anyway, Abdul was in the audience and he recorded it audio, and the whole time I was up there is 11 minutes, but only 3 minutes of that is the comedy part.
It's material.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of it is them asking me questions. Scary Spice was flirting with me.
Oh, yeah.
See, but that they need to know what I'm going to do. Shut up. Who cares what I do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to adopt a kid with no arms and no legs so that I get the golden buzzer.
So you have to have a sad story. Yeah. It has to be a sad
story. That's what the guy got. He got there was a guy with like an adopted kid or whatever.
He had like 6 adopted kids. It was like a fucking Benetton commercial.
Dude, they brought the kid around he was in a wheelchair, and they were like, the camera crew was there, and they were like, all right, let's get all the kids in the room around him, like to pretend they're all friends with him. And then they took the kid, and they were like in the wheelchair, and they were pushing him around the room, and the kids were all running around next to him to like make it look like that's how handicapped kids play. Like they're gonna they just like get pushed around a room violently, and all their friends run around with them. It was so bad. Like, yeah,
right. It was all so contrived in there.
Yeah,
like they would say, Derek, can you have a
Ugh.
conversation with this person, and you're like, hey, I was going, where are you from? Oh, what's that tattoo? And they're like, okay, stop. That was great. But now if you could do it, but if you could try to cry this time. And I'm like, what the fuck is reality? This reality TV. Yeah. This is not real.
It was so gross.
And the worst part is these people, these production assistants that are telling us to do all this stuff are like 24-year-olds that are trying to get into the industry, They don't care either, but they're trying to act like, ugh.
Oh, dude, there was a guy filming.
Abdul.
Yeah, they should have got more diversity on there.
Yeah, I should have said you were my husband or something.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that it was like a Big Brother program. You should have swung to Abdul.
Yeah, we could have done something funny there. We should have thought of that.
Right.
But we didn't know what they wanted.
Remember Andrew Searles came too?
Right, yeah, Andrew Searles
was there. We could have said we were a throuple.
Oh, dude, man. Fucking all that diversity.
The gay guys from Utah were a throuple.
There's a black guy, a brown guy, and a white guy who's French. Man, look at that. We would have killed it on that. We should have done a trio. We should have came up with another talent or something afterwards.
Double golden buzzer.
2 things. Yeah. It was
should have
wild,
said
man.
Kevin was adopted and you were bringing him over.
That's right. He's mentally
Pakistan.
He's my mentally handicapped husband.
That's funny. They were really weird, man. I remember like one guy, they were filming a segment in the room, in that big room backstage. And there was like the camera guy or one of the ADs or whatever. He was like, hey man, he's like, can you like maybe what if we tried it on this angle? And like the director turned around and he goes, this is my production.
Yeah.
It was it was like a 26-year-old kid talking to like a 23-year-old kid. But it was like, are you fucking serious, buddy? This is America's Got Talent. He's like, this is my production, all right? I take care of this shit here. They get very aggressive. Americans are very they get aggressive when at production things. Like I remember when, I don't know, you did HBO, right, at JFL? Or
yeah.
I remember when Mike Ward did it, and I was backstage, and they were like they're very like strict, and they're very like, they don't fuck around. Like Americans are rude when you're backstage. You're like, sit there, don't do this, you're not allowed getting out of this seat. Like Canadians are just kind of like,
to each other.
No, to like the people that work on the production, I find they're really strict. Like, you know, you can't do anything. You weren't even allowed to take, like, Mike couldn't even take a picture. He had to like sneak a picture with, what's his name? Triumph, the Insult comic doc was on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he wanted a picture, and they were like, no pictures backstage. You're not allowed. Like, he had to go sneak to like a side room and take a picture so that he can have a picture. But they were like super strict on everything.
It wasn't like when I did it. I don't have any memories like that. It was pretty cool. Like I have pictures with Tom Papa and Jim Norton.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whitney
they
Cummings.
Were very no recording. Nothing was allowed to happen backstage. They were super strict on it. But I don't know, American stuff, man. They're very aggressive.
Well, maybe that's just how Americans are. My dad's like that about his house.
I think it is how Americans are. Yeah, it's like anything that you could hold as yours, you're very protective of.
Oh, yeah.
You're not like, my house, come over. You're like, fucking shoes off, buddy.
Wow.
No, I remember. Okay, so this is, growing up. Okay, I'll be quick.
No, don't be. Please tell us a story.
We got to fill an hour.
That's what we're doing. We've got time here. Don't be quick.
My dad's like that about his house. Yeah, he'd be like, I'm glad that you're here, but you got to take that hat off at my table.
Wow.
Yeah. But I love my dad.
See?
But, so when I was growing up, maybe I was 14, 13, something like that. And my window faced the road. And I heard this big noise in my dream. Like, it sounded like, in my dream, somebody dropped a car. Like, and I was like, ooh, that was interesting. Well, the next thing I know, there was like crunch, crunch, crunch to the yard and knocking on the front door. And I went to get up to, oh no, somebody's knocking on the front door. And my dad got up really quick in his underwear and opened the front door. And what it was is somebody had a car accident. Somebody wrapped their car around the tree. This guy and his girlfriend. Just completely front end around this tree on our property down low, and he was coming to get help. Well, we had a storm door, a glass storm door. Well, what happened is my dad opened the door, and this kid just grabbed the door and opened the door. My dad just pulled out his gun and was like, back up, son. What's going on?
In his underwear? He had a gun in his underwear?
Yeah. And I came to the back, and I was like, no, I heard it. And the kid was like, no. And my dad was like, just back up, calm down, let me see the accident, and then we're going to get you sorted. So my dad had to back the kid up to see the accident. And he's like, all right, now come on in.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, there's a procedure for life. Yeah. It's not like Americans are very protective.
Protect what's yours. Protect your blood. That's that whole Second Amendment thing. That's what everyone has translated that to mean, that on your property, your fucking tractor is worth more than a human life. Just fucking shoot them if they're on your property. Don't ask questions later. Shoot,
dude.
First.
I just saw a thing on the other day that it was like a YouTube video or something on Instagram. Someone posted, it was a news clip, and it was a guy, I think a pregnant woman and a guy, like her boyfriend or whatever, they broke into this guy's house, and the guy pulled a gun and they fucking took off running, and he shot her in the back, and she was like, I'm pregnant, and he shot her and killed her, dude. And the news interviewed him, and he's just like, I shot her. She was running away. I shot her twice in the back. I was like, are you fucking like, dude? That's how they think, and it's his right. That's his right.
I know, right?
Crazy.
So fuck. There's too many.
Like, they're running away. They're not coming at you anymore. Once they're on their way out, you shouldn't be allowed to fucking shoot them, man. They're running. No. Brutal. Like, yeah, that's the way some of them think. Like, when I first moved down here, I met this Army colonel, retired guy, and he was like, you're down here in Florida? I go, yeah. He goes, all right, this is what you got to do. It's your right. You got to go get your conceal and carry. I'm like, what? He goes, it's your right. You need to get it, all right? Everybody just acts like we got to let our rights slide. It's your right. Go get your conceal and carry. I'm like, why do I need this? But they're super adamant about just being able to protect your shit.
My dad's conceal and carry in, I don't know, 38 states or something. But let me just add that the guy and the girl came in. My parents were very nice to them. They got them all the help they needed.
That's nice.
But it's see, if you are polite and nice,
at gunpoint,
Americans
got them all the help they needed at gunpoint.
It was just that put.
What else can I do for you? Do you need fucking tea and crumpets, motherfucker?
It was just that putting the foot in the door. My dad was like, "Back up. Let's see what's going on."
Yeah, let me assess the situation. You got to be in control of the situation that you're in. Is the very and it makes sense in some aspect. I mean, this place is wild. America's wild. Like people wrapping cars around trees all the time and doing fucking crazy shit, blowing stuff up. It's not as laid back as Canada. You guys are like, even I go down to Miami, I'm scared, man. People are all coked up, driving fucking cars like crazy. Like, I don't need to go there. That's just a wild place. I don't want to be.
Too much guns. There's too many guns. I watched that. There's a documentary. I think it's on Disney Plus. It's called 11 Minutes. It's a documentary series about the Las Vegas shooting.
Oh,
Disney always does a great
I was gonna
documentary
say, what the hell is Disney
right?
doing that?
Maybe it wasn't Disney. Maybe Prime. Anyway, whatever. It's called 11 Minutes, so just Google it. It's really... It was worth watching just because, again, and they even opened the series with the guy who was sort of the
They did little act outs, or like Mickey Mouse was the shooter, and the.
I was just going to say they opened it with a song.
Oh, nice. Come on. The guy who wanted to tell the story. The story they try to tell is more about people helping people. You know, like because we can be all. This one guy that did this horrible thing, but there's so many stories of people trying to help other people that were wounded, or people just no one knows what to do in a situation like that. Like fucking, okay, here, there's safety over here, come here. And like just people trying to help people. But fucking the numbers are over 800 people injured. Wow. 450 of them shot. See, and then stampeding and the fucking falling, like jumping off of buildings or over fences and getting hurt that way. And 60 people died that day. Or 58 people died that day, and 2 other people succumbed to their injuries over the coming years.
Man, how is that not like... it's so crazy.
They still don't know really what the reason was. The guy just fucking said, fuck it. I don't know.
Well, man, it's the lifestyle, I think. I mean, down here, it's different. It's like, I feel like, I mean, Carly, you could probably, maybe you know more than I do, but I just feel like it's a very fast-paced lifestyle. They don't, like, take it easy. No one's chilling, and then when shit hits the fan, you're stressed out.
Yeah, freedom, you know, freedom. How does a guy stockpile... He had thousands of rounds of ammunition. He had more than a dozen automatic or converted to automatic with those bump stock things. How do you see, like the gun registry that failed in Canada, just a minor keeping track, like when you somehow end up with like 25 assault rifles, what the fuck? Like that's a militia now. Company. That's not a collector. That's now, this is you're fucking starting a militia.
Yeah, but it's their right here, so it's not like you can't, like, it's well, dude, the industry is insane, dude. There's a law
that they passed. I learned through this documentary. They passed a law in like 2005 that it became illegal to sue gun manufacturers. It's like literally a law that the gun lobby was able to get written that we are not responsible, so we can ship, you know, fucking crates of rifles if somebody can afford it, and you can't sue us.
Like literally down the road from here, there's the Kalashnikov, the Russian, the fucking AK-47s, dude. They're supposed to be banned, all Russian made everything.
Yeah,
they're making Kalashnikovs right here in Florida.
No way.
Yeah, and they're technically not for sale in America. If I'm not mistaken, they're not just creating
jobs. We're just creating jobs, and
who's buying them? Yeah, dude, they're building them right here, and they're Russian. And they go, well, it's the American division, so it's not a Russian company, even though it's a Russian design, Russian all this stuff. Everything gets paid out to them, I'm sure, because it's copywritten. You can't just make them. The company has to be in some way connected to them.
Yeah. So it's not automatic AK-47s because you're allowed to make them as long as you have to go click, 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 click to shoot. That's okay. You're just not supposed to be able to go click, 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 click.
Yeah, well, that's in Canada, right? anyways, it's
in the States
definitely...
too. You're not allowed automatic weapons in the States.
Really? Are you sure about that? I think you are, yeah. 100%.
Fully automatic? I don't think so.
Dude, you can have a rocket launcher in the States, man. You can have anything you want.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you can.
Well, that's why those bump stocks were made illegal, because it converts a semi-automatic gun into a fully automatic.
In some states.
I don't think fully automatic is allowed anywhere in the States. I think that was one law that they were able to pass.
Really?
Fully automatic meaning you pull the trigger and it just goes until it's finished.
Yeah, you might. Ones that you have to go right. Click, click, Semi-automatic, click. You're allowed.
That's
maybe
legal,
you're right.
Yeah. Semi-automatic assault rifles.
I bet there's a reason to have a fully automatic. I bet there's a permit. I bet there's a club. Yeah. You join a club and then you do a permit and an interview and you can get one.
Yeah, there's always a loophole in America. There's always
documentary. That's not.
Wow. Yeah, like no, you could be right, man.
Even the police assault rifles are not automatic.
Right. Yeah.
They're tuck, 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 tuck.
Because that's why Uzis are illegal.
This is why I think you're right. Automatic.
Yeah. Explain to me why you can have a semi-automatic weapon, but you can't have a stun gun. A stun gun.
You can't have a stun gun?
Really?
No, those are illegal in some states. Yeah. Like, what sense does that make? My brother started a business. When my brother was in university long time ago and stun guns were just a thing, he ordered a bunch of them.
These are the kind that you have to...
Yeah.
Not the ones that shoot the...
No.
Like the police have.
Yeah, no, like them. My brother ordered a bunch of them and was selling them to women on campus. So it was a good idea at the time.
That's a great idea. A friend of mine got a hold of one when we were young, when we were kids, and one of our friends tased another one of our friends in the balls. That was not good, man. He flew back like fucking 4 feet, man, and nailed into the wall and just laid there for like fucking 5 minutes, man. Like, and now didn't know what happened to him.
Now that guy's kids are all epileptic and fucking...
No.
Oh, dude, he's got a fucking pack of kids, man. The kid won't stop. I think it kind of upped his fucking sperm, if anything. He's got kids with everyone, man. That guy's fucking like a rabbit. He doesn't
I was
stop.
going to say one of his kids has been adopted by the guy that's on America's Got Talent now.
Yeah.
The golden ticket.
This is taking a really dark turn. It's just a whole different thing. The way that I was raised in rural America, and I never thought twice about it. Like the stores along the highway sell bait and ammo. Bait, ammo, pizza, fried chicken. Bait and ammo, though, they two go together.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, there's a place
in there.
Yeah, there's a place near my parents' house that it's barbecued ribs and a shooting range. Yeah. I mean, I assume that you get, and then it's slippy, but it's just kind of a thing. And then moving to Europe and stuff, it definitely has changed a lot of my opinions. Yeah.
So what are some of your opinions? Like, what are your thoughts now on America?
No, we're just going to put that.
Are your parents going to disown you and tell you they'll never?
I'm going through a tunnel.
My parents voted for Trump.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, dude, that's a classic standard down here.
But so did 51% of the populace.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, literally, it's weird because we're, like, in Canada, we're kind of, like, fed, or I guess the rest of the world, like, you got this narrative of everything. So we're all like, Trump's crazy, and only crazy people vote for Trump. And, like, no, man, dude, you see, like, I went to a Trump rally down here to see this whole fucking hoopla, and I got to tell you, man, it's everyone from all walks of life. There's business people, there's successful people, there's kids, there's people that just look, they're not.
That's the thing.
They're not all hillbillies.
There's several reasons to vote for him, which is, some people are not voting for because they think he's going to be the best president. He's going to be the best president for their interest. Some people will vote for him knowing that he's a maniac, but he's good for my my oil stock or
My parents definitely, they said just yesterday, they said they missed Canada because my mom has a perception that for some reason she thinks Canadian public toilets are more clean than they are in the United States. I don't think that's true.
I think the opposite.
She said, we stopped at McDonald's. The toilet was a mess. She's like, I miss Canada. And I said, I don't think that's a thing. But she said it felt safer here. She kept saying that. It felt safer here. It feels safer here.
It does. I often say when I meet Americans, welcome to safety. Enjoy the no getting shot zone.
And then he takes them into his basement.
Yeah.
Let me show you the safest place the safest place in Canada. Just come down into my basement.
You're gonna like it in there.
These are safety harnesses. Just let me put these on you.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the aggressiveness of America. I think Canadians are just like laid back, but Americans are. They're at you. They're not aggressive, but they're like. It's not that they're mean or anything. It's just that they're always like they're at you. They're super like you just get to the gas station, you want to pump gas, the screen starts screaming at you. You know, like everywhere you go in America, there's somebody that's like just like in your face
accent. Yeah, the gas pump's talking to you. You're in Philadelphia, but suddenly there's a Tennessee accent coming through the gas pump. What the fuck is happening?
Very, very real thing. So I moved from Houston, Texas, over to Scotland, right?
Okay.
And even here, my parents, when I'm like, no, Walmart closes at 5, they're like, my parents were like, what the fuck?
Walmart closes?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
So in Houston, that's what it was. I like had the 2 kids, bring the kids home from school, and it just never stopped. Get the kids down. The gym is open. Target is open. Everything's open. I better not stop. I better go to Hobby Lobby and get that. I better sew something tonight. I better, what? There's 12 hours till the kids get up. I can do lots of things. Like I better go. And then when I moved to Scotland, and I'm like, I'm sorry, do you not have drive-through banks? What? I have to park my car and go into the lobby of the bank, and it closes at 3? Why is everything closed on? You want me to spend time with my family? Like, I just couldn't understand it. And that they actually shut the lights out. But in America, it's full. It's just full Vegas all the time, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it does your nerves in, and it doesn't feel good.
100%.
I feel the whole world,
definitely
regardless
does your
of where
in.
we talk about it, I feel modern society is deteriorating into just a horrible.
We're all
everywhere on
America.
earth is a worse version of what it was 25 years ago.
Yeah, 100%. But we're all following America, right? America like sets the trends, especially in Canada, right? In North America, even the rest of the world kind of looks at America for a lot of stuff. So they kind of set that life. But you really feel it here. Like I got friends here. I'm like exactly what you're saying, Carly. Like I tell them all the time. I'm like, when do you fucking sleep? Like give it a rest, man. Like I get it. You're here, you're there, you got to go over there. Like, just chill. Don't you ever chill? Like,
that's one question no one ever asks me. Well, man,
yeah,
when do you sleep? Fuck, pretty well all the time.
I think you're sleeping right now.
Yeah.
Dude, they'd send if you lived in America, they'd send a search and rescue to your house every day to be like, Derek's not up. What's going on? Maybe he's dead. Let's check him out. Somebody go check on Derek. Dude, they're always running around. They never stop. And that's it. Yeah. That's why they go crazy and pull out guns and shoot everyone, because they're like fucking, their mind is just like racing. They're going crazy. They can't stop. Just too much chasing.
I think you have that anyway, but that's why everybody's got a TV in their car. I mean, it's just like put the kids in, just go. Like you said, I don't even know where everybody's going, but I got to be over there. And then I got to go there. And then I need to be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I go from here
and it's like
I go and sit in that corner of the couch. And from
right.
there I go
No. And in America, it's like a braggy thing, right? You got to like show everyone what you've done. So like they take a lot of pictures, or they're always like, this is my buddy. And like we hung out here and we were on this thing and we were doing that. And we're like going on a boat later. And you're like, fuck, I don't care. Like, dude, everyone here is like my best friend. Like everyone you talk to you, like, and it's always something obscure. Like, oh, my friend, you know those fucking, you know how like no, just stupid shit. Like, so my friend told me that once. He goes, "See that house, man? See that mansion?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "You know who lives there?" I go, "No." He goes, "You know the wheels on your travel bag, like those little rollerblade wheels? The guy that patented it, that's his house, man. That's where he lived." It's like all these like obscure things that just business wise these guys like hit it big and they made a ton of money, and that's like, so now it's all braggy, like, oh, my neighbor, he knows this guy who, like, it's all about like a class thing.
I've taken we went on it was called the Jungle Queen. I remember it because my mom got hammered on it. It was in Florida, and it takes you through the Keys.
Yeah.
Or no, the intercoastal
okay.
waterway.
Yeah.
And so there's all mansions all along this intercoastal waterway.
That was probably in Pompano, right? I think that's the...
We maybe took it from Pompano and it went to some island. Anyway,
Fort
but
Lauderdale,
as you're going through this intercoastal, the person, like they have a microphone and they're like, like you're saying, that's the house of, and they come up with some obscure thing, and that's a $48 million fucking compound. What?
Dude, they're all right here, man. All of that boat passes right by, like right here, man. All the intercoastals all right around me, and that's
but they always had like made it like they'd done it before. So like, has anybody here ever heard of Twinkies? Yeah. Well, this is the house that Twinkie built. Like, oh, okay.
Mr. Twinkie came down to Florida in 1947.
Yeah, I wonder where the guy that invented the Chia Pet lives. That's gotta be
probably in Florida. They're all in Florida because they save on the taxes, and they all have these mansions out here. So all these weird. I met a lady on the plane, and she was like from Montreal, but she was like her son lives here, so she was telling me how I came down to visit him, but. I don't know. He hangs around with like, it's hard. He's not like rich like all these guys. And like, I'm sure he has money, but like their rich is another level of rich.
Right.
So she's like, he like the guy he knows, he's the company Chewy.com. He founded it. But he's just, it's the money that like, who has that type of money? And you're like, what type of money does your son have? Like fucking Ferrari money only. And the Chewy.com guy's got a Rolls Royce. I don't know. It's just, interesting down here because there's all types of people.
So when I lived in Houston in my previous life, I was an oil wife, and that's when I moved to Scotland as an oil wife. And all the oil wives, we moved from Bartlesville, Oklahoma together when the two oil companies that my ex-husband worked for merged, and immediately everybody set up their houses, and then it was, well, have you painted your walls yet? Have you had somebody in to chintz the drapes or whatever?
Yeah.
And what have you done? Can we come? Can we tour your house now? Are you ready? Are your colors, do they match? What's going on with your carpet? It was very competitive.
Yeah, it's super competitive. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's I don't subscribe to any of that, but I like watching it from the outside. I like watching all these people.
Being simple and having my house is a mess. Like we're shooting in this direction because this is the only corner that doesn't look completely fucking decimated. Like everywhere else in my house looks like there's been a disaster. What's happened here?
Is this because you're not drinking anymore? Is that why it's all neat and
I've only been not drinking for 3 days. Take it easy.
3 days only. And is this
today's
all
the first day of
alcohol?
February, so I should have gotten drunk last night going into dry February. But I was like, you know what? An extra few days isn't going to kill me. And
it will.
I don't remember the last time I did stand up without drinking though, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it the whole way. Maybe I'll just drink while I work.
What about roofies? I could roofie you before the show.
That'd be great. Yeah, watch me try. I'm trying to get better healthy. I'm trying to get healthier dry February. I'm going to come out of it as a fucking junkie instead. With an eating disorder or something.
Do you drink, Abdul?
Yeah. I got some... what, do you want some right now? Or do you want to get drunk?
Yeah. Do you do dry February?
No, I don't do that. No, I don't think I drink enough that it's worth me. I think my February is probably going to be dry anyways. Maybe a couple here and there, but that's about it. I'm not like Derek. I'm not going to
drink much. He smokes more weed than drinks.
Yeah, I've tried to get off the. Weed is definitely a lot. I guess it doesn't screw up your liver or any of that, right? It doesn't make you feel like a huge bag of shit the next day. Am I fine?
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
Well, it doesn't make me feel like a bag of shit, but I do enjoy the weed a little bit more. It just kind of relaxes you. But I do like a drink when we go, we're on the road and you do some shows. I love it.
For once in a while, having a drink. It's I was doing it too much. Every time I had a show, drink during the show, and then you come off with the adrenaline. That was fun. I want to,
and you keep going.
Amplify this with, and then fucking 3 days, you just feel like garbage.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to get healthier. I'm getting my surgery on a Friday.
Yeah.
In 2 days from today. I don't know when we're gonna put this out, but on Friday of this week, I'm getting my hernia repaired.
You will probably be in surgery while this comes out. It's gonna be the surgery episode. Can we get cameras in there?
Next time people see me, there'll be less of a pointy thing sticking out of my shirt.
Are you gonna be bikini ready then for Florida?
Yeah.
By then,
yeah.
Yeah, man. You're gonna be ready for the beach. Bring your thong, the thong Speedo.
Yeah.
Hit the beach with all the other Quebecers.
Did you have the hernia before he moved?
I've had it for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
It's worse than ever right now, but yeah.
It's like that thing from Aliens.
Should I show the camera like?
Well, you showed one.
It'll be gone,
we can do a comparison because you did show us a couple episodes ago.
I don't want to
see if it's getting worse now. It's all right. Spare the people.
No. Should I look at it?
Oh my God! Look at that thing. Well, it looks like you've lost a little bit of weight at least.
I'm sucking in.
Okay. Well, the hernia is definitely.
This is a weird start for my February.
It's a little close to your face there. Pointed it right at her head.
It's all hernia February over here at Bacon No Bacon.
It's gotten so big though. Like, sometimes older men, their fucking lower leg hair rubs off from wearing socks their whole life. My belly button hair is rubbed off because my hernia sticks out so much further than the rest of my belly.
I'm turning red. I think it's like more you guys' upper thighs from like jeans and your wallet, and then your butt from sitting on it.
Check it next time you see somebody over 45. Look at their ankles. There's no hair left.
I wouldn't know because my husband's so much younger than me.
Right.
It's a baby.
Well, how could we? Are we allowed to ask? Is that a thing that we can ask? What's the age difference? How about we just say that?
6 years
between you and your husband.
7 years.
7 years.
It does, and people go, that's nothing, but then it becomes something because when you hit a certain age.
Yeah.
Well, I think as you get older, it gets less and less bad. I think if you were 27 and he was 20, or you're 20 and he's 13, that would be weird.
Well, what's the problem?
That can't get pregnant. There's so many benefits.
Jerry Lee Lewis did it. Why can't I do it, Elvis?
It was a different time. All right, Carly, that was a different time.
All right. Can we maybe wrap up the episode on Carly's statutory rape? This would be great. I have to pee, and we're at about an hour. I think this is.
Yeah, we can get out of here. We can hit the road, buddy. Is that okay? All right. We'll wrap it up. I think it was standing up. It really did you. You stood up and now you got to pee. That's what happens when you get older. I just got to take a little break. All right, man. Well, this is fun. We'll do this again soon. Enjoy your hernia operation.
I might do the next episode lying down in my recovery bed.
Are you going to be home the same day?
Yeah, same day. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Unless something goes wrong.
Nothing's going to go wrong.
I'll never be home.
If something does go wrong, though, I'll be your new podcast partner.
Right on.
Yeah, right. We've got this is going to really up our numbers, man. We need a broad on here.
Let's get rid of the fucking dead weight French guy.
We've got a ginger now. We've got diversity, baby. Okay, cool. Yeah, this was fun. We'll do it again.
Hey,
Carly,
buddy,
thank you so much.
I'm gonna later on this afternoon. I'm gonna check flights and I'm gonna try to plan a week in Florida.
Okay, cool, man.
You didn't even ask him what he's doing this week. You're getting surgery. We need to know what you're doing.
What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this week? I don't even know what I'm doing this week. I don't have anything planned other than just stuff around here. I'm trying to get...
Ottawa Yuck Yucks, actually, February 10 and 11. Ottawa Yuck Yucks.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Nice.
February 10 and 11, going into Valentine's Day. Come on out, you lovers.
I'm at a Yuck Yucks satellite gig in Belleville.
This same weekend?
Yeah.
And you're staying at the hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And what is the date? What are you doing this? On what day?
I'm doing February 11th, the Valentine's Day
February 11th. Mm-hmm. Where did you say it is?
The Holiday Inn?
Yes.
Yeah. I've done that show. It's great.
Oh, good.
Belleville Holiday Inn.
So if anyone is in that area, go see Carly Baker and Derek Seguin in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And you can run into me at the Walmart at 3 a.m. in Florida.
You need your U-joint replaced.
On his electric bike. Popping electric wheelies out in the Walmart parking lot.
Good talking. I'll see you next week, bud.
Yeah.
Bye, Carly.
Right on, buddy. Talk soon.
Thank you for having me, guys.